Hi, welcome back to 360-degree St. Petersburg tours. My name is Dasha, and today we continue our series about the most famous and beautiful squares of St. Petersburg. We're now on Senate Square, also after the building of Senate, which you can see behind me. Senate was built for the government of Russian Empire, which was moved here at the time of Catherine the Great in the second half of 18th century. The present building was built in the first half of 19th century by famous Russian architect of Italian descent, Carlo Rossi. One of the most famous attractions in this square is, of course, the Bronze Horseman, the most famous monument to Peter the Great, the city founder. This monument was built on the order of Catherine the Great in 1782. Catherine the Great wasn't a relative of Peter the Great, but she always tried to underline that she is next after Peter. She is the follower of his reforms. So she decided to put up this monument here. The base of the monument is shaped like an ocean wave, and on the base there is inscription in Latin and in Russian. It's very short, to Peter I from Catherine II. But some people say that the name of Catherine the Great is mentioned in slightly bigger letters. There are lots of symbols in this monument. Peter the Great is presented as Roman emperor. He's wearing the Roman toga and sandals, as well as a laurel wreath in his head, the symbol of victor. With his right hand, he points in the direction of Peter and Paul Fortress, the birthplace of St. Petersburg. This is where our city started. But there are some Russian features in this monument. Peter the Great is sitting on bear skin. This monument got its name, the Bronze Horseman, not at the time when this monument was put up, but some 40 years afterwards. In 19th century, when our famous Russian novelist and poet Alexander Pushkin wrote a poem about one of the most disastrous floods happened in St. Petersburg in 1830s and called it Bronze Horseman. In his poem, he describes what happened to the city during the flood. He describes the tragedies of citizens, and also in this poem, the monument to the city's founder, Peter the Great, comes to life. So the monument is one of the main heroes of the poem. The poem was very popular, and after that people started to call this monument the Bronze Horseman. There are lots of legends connected with this monument, and one of them is about this right hand of the emperor. We say that as long as Peter the Great's hand is like this, stretched out in the direction of Peter and Paul Fortress, nothing can happen to St. Petersburg. But if his hand goes down, that will be the last day of the city. So we're always checking where his hand is.